866-775.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
Hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. And then remind you, if you ever have any home or finance related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet. I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, of course, we are celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Today's an interesting day of celebrations, though. I'm looking at our celebration log for today. One of them I am a big fan of. It is, today's National Nonprofit Day. I like that one. Today is I Love My Feet Day.
It is what it is.
I don't know about that one. Where's that one coming from? National Thrift Shop Day. I'm always looking for something to celebrate. So I think we're going to start off. We're just going to celebrate for tomorrow. We're going to start early because tomorrow is National Fajita Day and Pinot Noir Day. So we'll start those a little bit early and just see if we can drop some of these other ones. Let's see what's going on in the world today. Markets have been fascinating to watch because they're not doing what we would normally anticipate from the stock markets when we see such chaos on the world stage. So that is a fascinating story that we are watching right there. But right now, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 318 points. S&P 500 down 38. NASDAQ is down 182 points. Oil down 45 cents per barrel. And let's take a look and see what that is translating to. Are we getting any relief on the gas prices, being that we're seeing oil being down right now? You know better than that. We're not going to see gas prices. They don't go down nearly as quickly as they tend to go up. So let's see. Right now, we're looking at Louisiana, $2.84 per gallon. Nevada, 406, 318 is the national average for a gallon of gasoline. 441 is a gallon of gasoline right here in the formerly golden state. 441. So a little painful on that one. Especially painful because I think our soundboard might be running just a little hot today. So I don't know if that's to wake me up or wake you up or who that's geared for, but it seems like it's geared to wake up one of us somewhere somehow. So we're gonna keep on watching all of that for you. And what else is going on in the news? I don't know. Maybe Josh, are we hearing some crackling now in the background? I'm okay. So Josh doesn't hear it. Maybe it's those sounds in my head once again. That would not be surprising. We do hear that on a regular basis. So let's see what else. What's going on in the news today? Yes, we did have the chaos overseas. We're watching that one. So President Biden came out. He's not getting away with it. It fascinates me what's going on. Because if you remember in the Obama administration, he spent 8 years blaming President Bush for everything. Well, President Biden tried that same thing yesterday, saying it was his predecessor. Even the media that loves him, that says he can do absolutely nothing wrong, they were not falling for it this time. So he comes off of his out of his bunker and comes over there to the White House, makes a speech, goes back in the bunker. It's just it's a shame watching in 6 months what's gone on, 8 months what's gone on. Unbelievable. And you know, when you get someone like Leon Panetta saying Afghanistan's a Bay of Pigs moment for Biden, credibility right now in question. H.R. McMaster says Taliban takeover of Afghanistan a result of precipitous withdrawal. President Bush issues a statement on Afghanistan, sends direct message to the U.S. troops. Pentagon says up to 22,000 at-risk Afghans could be transported to the U.S., but they can't get into the airport. Amazing what's going on there. And continuing on with our story of the last couple of years, it's COVID. And here's a fascinating concept. You can only hear this on Ron Siegel Radio. No one wants to talk about these issues. But think about this concept. So over the last week, a rolling average of COVID-related deaths, 500 per day. Now, don't send me the messages saying that I'm insensitive. Well, you're right, I am insensitive. But here's the issue, is the insensitivity is not that I feel that way, right? One death is too many. Anytime an American dies, that's not good. But guess what? That's kind of called the life cycle. The life cycle continues to go on, and we have to accept that every day people die. Now, here's the issue. So there are 500 people a day dying of COVID. 1,300 a day die of cigarette-related diseases. 1,300. 2.5 times, almost 3 times as many die from. Are we getting rid of cigarettes? Are we isolating ourselves? Now, I was in Las Vegas over the weekend, and I'm not a fan. You have to get acclimated when you go out of California, because we regulate everything here. But when we go out of California, we have to really get acclimated to the fact that, you know, something we're going to, there's that smoking goes on in other parts of the country. And I was inside the buildings, and yes, there is smoking in those buildings in Las Vegas. So we had to get used to that whole idea. But, you know, they didn't stop the smoking, which has 1,300 deaths a day, but you have to wear a mask, which causes people they can't breathe. I don't get it, but we're going to keep watching it. That is just an opinion. Nobody's talking about that one. I just don't understand why nobody is talking about that issue. But they talk Can you turn on the news? Can you turn on any news station that doesn't talk about COVID? Any. And right now, it's not the major issue of the day. Now, I heard them talking about the border. This just fascinates me. Right here in Southern California. So we have the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security goes down to the border, talks about a plan that's working. Now, this is what fascinates me when you watch the mainstream news or the local news. So Secretary Mayorkas goes and talks, and they carry his public comments, but leaked private comments where he says this is an unsustainable time at the border. No, he doesn't cover that part. Maybe somebody can help me understand where we get some of these messaging. How does this happen? I don't get it, but you know, you just have to keep on watching and seeing when is any of this stuff really going to come to pass, where they tell us the truth. And you know, that's all we want, right? We just want the truth. Give us, don't tell us what we want to hear. We don't need you for that. We want to know the truth, nothing but how they do the truth, nothing but the truth, and only this. I don't know how that goes. Now we're going to I'm going to see if I can hear why I can't hear anything in my headsets, and we're going to come back and chat with you a little bit more. What does being in a seller's market mean? We've got an interesting discussion today: to buy or to rent. And we'll talk about that. Who's on your divorce team does really matter. And we'll see if we've got a couple of Your Credit Matters segments, as well as the featured home brought to you by myfavouritelender.net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Building your future wealth starts now. Take action and put your money to work for you instead of working for your money. Are you sitting on $100,000 of home equity? Realty Pro 100 has your solution. Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program may increase your net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 or more per year. Learn more about the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program by texting My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. License DRE 02059058.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to bluewatercredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's bluewatercredit.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit RonSiegelRadio.com. Are you a military veteran, first responder, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, then you're a Ron Siegel VIP hero, and you may qualify for rewards up to $5,000 to $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with a Ron Siegel Radio partner. As a valued VIP hero, you receive special savings, rebates, and valuable discounts. Learn more by calling me, Ron Siegel, at 1-800-306-1990 or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. It's just our way of saying thank you.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions, as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial when you're ready for that next home loan. Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Let's take a look at what the markets are doing. We start every Mortgage Minute with a little bit of a market update, see where the markets are taking us, what they're doing for us. If I can find it on my board, for some reason, there it is. It's not wanting to show up. Got troubles today. It's a tough day, and we got a lot of conversations to do today. Dow Jones now down 352 points. NASDAQ is down 186 points. The S&P 500 down 4183. 10-year Treasury is flat. That's an interesting scene right there. And the mortgage-backed securities down 3 basis points. Why? Well, retail sales decreased by 1.1% in July, which was lower than the expected 0.2% decrease. Last month's figure was revised higher from a gain of 0.6% to a gain of 0.7%. The control group, which strips out autos, gas, and building materials, decreased by 0.7%, which was lower than expectations of a 0.3% loss. The control group's prior figure was revised higher from a gain of 1.1% to a gain of 1.3%. The National Association of Home Builders Housing Market Index decreased by 5 points from last month's revised figure of 80 to 75 in August. Current sales decreased by 5 points to 81. Sales expectations remain flat at 81, and buyer traffic decreased by 5 points to 60. So just a few numbers there for you in the Mortgage Minute. Give you an idea of what's going on in the mortgage world, what's going on as we continue checking out where are the rates going, where are we planning on, what's the projections for interest rates. I did hear an interesting report just this morning, and that report was basically telling us that the home builders, in some instances now, they're actually looking at a interesting here. Holy cow. So the home builders are actually starting in some instances to cancel and return money from people and saying they're not going to be able to finish the projects. The inflation and the cost of materials and the lack of materials has gone up so much that they just can't find the materials or the property products to get any property or product to finish the loan, the homes. That's just an interesting scenario right there. So we're gonna have some fun with that one and check that out. But that is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. So, question that comes up on a regular basis, I hear this all the time, and it just becomes an issue of, should we buy or should we rent? And deciding between buying or renting your next home, it's true that home values have gone up quite a bit, but so have rents. In fact, the largest landlord in the U.S., Invitation Homes, said that rents have gone up 14% since last year. And that's not all. They forecast that rents will continue to go up about 6% annually. So while it's true that initially purchasing a home will be more expensive, your mortgage payment will remain relatively stable into the future, whereas your rental payment will likely rise significantly in the years to come. There are other amazing benefits that come with buying a home, including pride of ownership, more freedom in renovating and design, and of course, building equity. And because of increasing demand and tight supply, it looks as if home values will be supported, and many are forecasting home prices to move higher. I can give you a complete analysis with statistics for your specific zip code so you can make an accurate comparison and see which choice is best for you. Give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Be happy to give you our rent versus own analysis for your specific zip code. And that also includes our real estate report card. So we give you that report card. We have those for every county available, right? There's a lot of them here. So when I look at the real estate report card, it only takes me a second to pull it up, but I just did Orange County. Shows median home price $836,440. We're expected to appreciate 4.71%. 9.93% over the next year. 43.41 is a cumulative appreciation over the next 5 years. That's a forecast, no guarantees. The thing I can guarantee is that over the last 61 years, the average has been 5.34%. I'm pretty good, right? I guarantee things that already happened. So we already know that item right there. But we're looking at there's household formations, those based on the population between 27 and 35. A lot of folks in Orange County looking to get into the housing market. Why do I mention that concept to you? Well, it's important because that's telling us that there's a lot of demand for real estate going forward. Now, median home price, Riverside County, about half of the number in Orange County. It's $425,312. 4.95 is the 61-year appreciation average, and we're looking at an 8.69% forecast for appreciation in Riverside County. So we're still looking very, very strong on the real estate market. It's like 31,000 new homes to be created or households being formulated based on the population of 27 to 35-year-olds in Riverside County. There's 932,000 renters right now out of a 2.4 million population in Riverside County. So there's a lot of people out there still renting. Unfortunately, we're looking at a 9.12% unemployment rate still in Riverside County. We got to get some of our fellow citizens in Riverside, let's find them some work, right? We're looking for jobs for Riverside is what, maybe that's should be the title of an upcoming show, Jobs for Riverside. Let's look at the unemployment rate in Orange County, 7.43%. So we're looking at, cover all these numbers for you. That's all part of the real estate report card. So if you want to get that report card, if you want some information on that, just let us know. We're more than happy to get you any information you want. We share that with you on a regular basis. All you have to do, rj@ronsiegelradio.com, rj@ronsiegelradio.com. And hey, if you are thinking about buying, make sure you get a copy of our workbook. Yeah, we've got a home buyer's workbook. All you need to do is text HBG to 79564, HBG 79564, or you can go to rsrhbg.com, and that'll get you our the same workbook. So rsrhbg.com or text HBG to 79564. Now, what if you are one of those people that say, Ron, I want to buy a house, but I got a problem. Okay, what's the problem? We are problem solvers at Ron Siegel Radio. Well, my problem is my credit sucks. That's a technical term, right? So, okay, well, get a copy of the credit book. 7 steps to a 700 FICO score. 7 steps to a 700 FICO score. All you have to do is text RSR credit book to 79564. RSR credit book to 79564. That'll get you that book. Text right there, or rsrcreditbook.com, rsrcreditbook.com. And let's look at this issue right here, a Your Credit Matters segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com, how to save money when working from home. As the pandemic has accelerated a new work from home era, and you find yourself continuing to work remotely, one advantage is that you've probably been able to save from not having to commute or getting your clothes dry cleaned, buying fancy lunches with coworkers, or stopping by a Starbucks for your daily latte. Whether you work from home full-time or only a few days a week, you may be wondering how you might be able to make your take-home pay stretch even further. Here are a handful of ways you can save some dough as a remote worker. Inquire about employer reimbursements. If you had to use your own money to pay for work-related equipment and supplies, consider asking your employer if they can reimburse you for these. You can track your expenses. There's several places online to track expenses. If you want some of them, again, 800-306-1990. But some of the items you might be wanting to talk about: computer, software, subscriptions to productivity platforms, office supplies such as pens, pencils, paper, printer, ink, and a printer, internet. While there's no federal law that requires employers to cover you for these expenses, a handful of states do require companies to foot the bill for necessary business costs for their workers, including California, the District of Columbia, Illinois, Iowa, Massachusetts, Montana, and New York. Now you have to figure out what is necessary business expenses. One thing to note is that working from home does not mean you qualify for the home office deduction. That's a tax write-off that's for self-employed folks, not for remote workers who are gainfully employed by a single company. Use furniture and equipment you already have. To save on the cost of a home office setup, start by making the most of furniture, supplies, equipment you might already have. Don't forget to check long-forgotten areas in your home where equipment might be collecting dust. Think storage closets, your garage, and separate storage units. You might find a printer that's in perfect working order, or a tangle of extension cords that have newfound use. Look for inexpensive items online. You can also save money when working from home by shopping online during sales and looking for great deals on furniture. Don't get caught up shopping while you're at home too much. You can get deals on supplies, equipment for your home office space, Savings don't stop there. You might also be able to swoop in on deals on software and subscriptions during once-a-year sales. Keep an eye out for when those annual deals are offered. Make the most of natural sunlight. While this might seem like a small matter as you're spending more time at home and using more utilities, gas and electricity, if possible, carve out a work-from-home space where you might be able to enjoy natural light coming through the windows. And on sunny, warm days, consider working part of the time outside. Yeah, Josh, you might want to do that, right? Work outside some of the time when it's only 120 degrees. And yeah, that would be a lot of fun, right? Not only will you get your dose of vitamin D, but you'd help shave a few dollars off your electricity bill. Yeah, right. I don't know. Sometimes where we get some of these stories, you look at them and you say, yeah, it's a little warm for being outside. I want to keep that electricity turned on, the air conditioner turned on. Score free items from a Buy Nothing group. If there's a Buy Nothing group in your neighborhood, scour for items people are gifting to see if there's anything you could use for your work from home setup. Buy Nothing members give away a wide variety of items, including office furniture, supplies, and computer accessories and monitors. You can find a directory of Buy Nothing groups online. By participating in Buy Nothing group, you not only receive items that you can use for your home office, but you can get rid of unwanted items. And by getting rid of stuff you no longer use or want, it can also help you realize how much you bought out of habit or impulse. In turn, it can help you save by spending less in the future. Spend extra time cooking and doing chores throughout the week. I don't know about that one. Go on a workcation. Might be able to save money by working part of the time while traveling. I like that idea. Depending upon your employer, you could kill two birds with one stone by enjoying local sites and still being on the clock. You might not have to take as much time off, and you can spend part of that time as if you're on vacation. I might do that next month. I'm contemplating taking the radio show on the road, maybe do a radio broadcast from Paso Robles. Yeah, I could do a little wine tasting over the weekend in Paso Robles. I might get myself in trouble there. Just a couple of ways of saving money working from home. I can tell you this, when I started one of my offices, the first thing we did when we went into the office was we actually used 6-foot tables or 6-foot tables that we had around the house, just folding tables. Put a 2-drawer file cabinet under each side. Works perfect as a desk. Just throw that out there for you. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, what does being in a seller's market mean? We'll talk about that. And we'll also chat with you a little bit. We've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
What's your plan to beat inflation and protect and build your future wealth? If you're not sure, and if you would like to learn the secret of building wealth by utilizing your current assets with little or no risk, Realty Pro 100 has your solution. Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder Program may increase your net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 or more per year. Learn more about the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder Program by texting My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. License DRE 0205958.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you own a luxury home or planning to purchase one? If so, your home may be your largest asset, but your mortgage may also be your largest debt. The Siegel Lending Team is offering amazing financing opportunities right now. Jumbo loans up to $2 million, 30-year rates in the 3% and 15-year rates in the 2s. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com or call me directly. My number is 800-306-1990. Licensed under NMLS 217037. Equal housing lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 0186945.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. With every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. The digest tells you exactly what the market knows about your property, exactly what the county, actually it's what the county recorder knows about your property, and what the market believes about your property. And oh yes, by the way, it costs you absolutely nothing. It is compliments of your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. So what does it mean being in a seller's market? Whether or not you've been following the real estate industry lately, there's a good chance you've heard we're in a seller's market, but that does not really, but what does that really mean? And why are conditions today so good for people who want to list their house? It starts with the number of homes available for sale. The latest existing home sales report from the National Association of Realtors, NAR, shows housing supply is still astonishingly low. Today we have a 2.6 month supply of homes at the current sales pace. Historically, a 6-month supply is necessary for a normal or neutral market in which there are enough homes available for active buyers. So I'm going to show you, or Josh is showing you now, a picture, if you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of our socials, or the AM 1490 ABC News and Talk video feed, the impact of inventory on housing prices. When there's more than 7 months of inventory, it's a buyer's market. Home prices will drop. 6 to 7 months of inventory, it's a neutral market. Home prices will only appreciate with inflation. Less than 6 months of inventory, it's a seller's market. Home prices will go up. They will appreciate. 2.6 months of inventory, that's where we are today. Home prices are appreciating, going up rapidly. When the supply of houses for sale is as low as it is right now, it's much harder for buyers to find homes to purchase. That creates increased competition among purchasers, which leads to more bidding wars. We've talked about that before. And if buyers know they may be entering a bidding war, they're going to do their best to submit a very attractive offer. As this happens, home prices rise and sellers are in the best position to negotiate deals that meet their ideal terms. Right now, there are many buyers who are ready, willing, and able to purchase a home. Low mortgage rates and the ongoing rise in remote work have prompted buyers to think differently about where they live, and they're taking action. If you put your house on the market while supply is still low, it will likely get a lot of attention from competitive buyers. Bottom line, today's ultimate seller's market holds great opportunities for homeowners ready to make a move. Listing your house will now maximize your exposure to serious buyers who actively compete against each other to purchase. Let's chat about it. Let's get the strategy for winning those bids. Here's the issue. It used to be that when a seller put a property on the market, they listed it for a price expecting that, they're going to have to negotiate a little bit, probably come down off that price a little bit. Right now, those prices are more in line with, they might actually be a floor, right? That's the starting point. That's where people are starting to do their buying from that point, and they go on up from there. That is the real-time real estate segment. Again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. Question for you. Who's on your divorce team? Have you thought about that one? Well, in the Better Outcomes segment today, we are going to chat about that quite a bit. And the Better Outcomes segment brought to you by mydymworkbook.com, mydymworkbook.com. A professional divorce team has a range of team players, including the attorney, financial planner, accountant, appraiser, mediator, and yes, a divorce lending professional. Every team member has a significant role in ensuring the divorcing client is set to succeed post-decree. Divorce skills allow the divorce team to think about a specific problem in a different and often more strategic way. By looking at a problem from a different angle and drawing on wealth of experience and knowledge from all team members, that allows for innovative and creative solutions. Number one, divorce teams fill the knowledge gap. The reality is that no one knows everything. Teams solve problems faster when they're more cognitively diverse. Number two, divorce teams fill in the perspective gap. Perspective is the capacity to view or think about a situation or problem wisely and reasonably. Number three, divorce teams fill in the experience gap. Experience mostly comes through time, but can also come from focused learning and specialization. Leadership is about getting things done with and through other people. When leaders commit to building a diverse team and utilizing each position's unique contribution, the overall team can experience more success in a shorter time frame, translating to a better outcome for the divorcing couple. The certified divorce lending professional brings tremendous value to the divorce team during the settlement process because of their substantial knowledge, perspective, and experience of the entire divorce process. In addition, their understanding of the intersection between family law, financial and tax planning, real property, and mortgage planning truly separates them from other mortgage professionals in the industry. Certified divorce lending professionals have a completely different perspective when looking at a divorce settlement agreement and participating in the actual settlement or mediation process with the remainder of the professional divorce team. CDLP, that's Certified Divorce Lending Professionals, don't look at the divorce settlement agreement and how it applies to the borrower's mortgage application. Instead, they have a much broader viewpoint and understanding of the entire process, a more profound and more substantial perspective of divorce's overall impact on the divorcing borrower. Nothing matters more in winning than getting the right people on the field. All the clever strategies and advanced technologies in the world are nowhere near as effective without great people to put them to work. That was from Jack Welch in his book, Winning. It's always essential to work with an experienced mortgage professional who specializes in working with divorcing clients. A certified divorce lending professional can help answer questions and provide excellent advice. This is informational purposes only. We are not giving you legal advice. The certified divorce lending professionals never or should never be giving you legal advice unless they are a licensed and accredited lawyer, right? So now the lawyers, they probably don't understand or have lending guideline experience. They may know some of them, but there's a lot of lending guidelines out there and they change all the time. The lawyers have enough to try and keep track of all of the laws that are always changing. I don't know if they want to understand all of the lending guidelines. So that's why we share that with you. That is the Better Outcomes segment brought to you by mycdlp.com. Hey, you can go to there and register and get all of our updates from the weekly updates from the Certified Divorce Lending Association. But hey, here's the other part of it. If you are in divorce, contemplating divorce, you have real property, go and grab the free workbook. Again, it's mydymworkbook.com, mydymworkbook.com, or you can text my DYM workbook to 79564. Get a hold of that book, complete it, send it back to the team. We'll put together a full report and analysis for you, a lot of great information, and help you get organized with your real property. In that book, you're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, we've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. And we're going to also chat about how to save money why fraudsters want your child's social security number. Why fraudsters want your child's social security number. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air, number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
If you're listening to this program, building personal wealth is a topic you're familiar with, and you probably understand that making money is about creating a high income from a high-paying job or running a business, while building wealth, on the other hand, is about creating a stock of value that goes up over time. You've also probably noticed lately that prices for fuel, groceries, and raw materials are skyrocketing, while your monthly income remains flat. Welcome to Inflation 101. One of the fastest growing wealth building strategies is utilizing your current assets with little or no risk, like the equity in your home. Realty Pro 100 has been helping people like you increase their net worth by $50,000 to $75,000 per year. Now's the time to put your money to work for you and beat inflation. Learn more and start building your wealth by contacting Realty Pro 100. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Receive free information on how the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program works and if it's the right wealth building strategy for you. License DRE 02059058.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@ronsiegelradio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, the featured home segment today, being brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. 115 South Eucalyptus Drive, Anaheim Hills, 92808. Look at this property. 5 bedrooms, 5 full bathrooms. It's located in a highly regarded neighborhood in Anaheim Hills, situated on a 35,000 plus square foot lot. Custom crafted estate offers a gorgeous private oasis and spectacular view of the rolling hills and city lights. This immaculate property features over 3,800 square feet of living space and offers state-of-the-art home design and the latest contemporary style and amenities. With more than $400,000 in recent upgrades, no expense has been spared in creating a modern dream home with the fine finishes and textures. All right, ready for this one? $1,950,000. Mike Kelly's got the property. It's a Mike Kelly special, First Team Real Estate. And if you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of the Ron Siegel Radio socials or the AM 1490 ABC News and Talk video feed, you're seeing some great pictures of this property right there. And that's just a few of them. There's a lot more online. We can get that list linked to you if you want. $1,950,000, 10% down. You're looking at $7,881 a month. That is principal and interest only. If you put 20% down, you're looking at $7,005 a month. 25% down, strategically speaking, you're looking at $5,874 a month. All of those are principal and interest. You still have to add your taxes, your insurance, your HOA. There looks like there is none. Mortgage insurance, if there is any. And again, for all of you keeping score, and I know you compliance people out there, you listen. That would be a 3.71 APR, a 3.60 APR, 2.825 APR, NMLS 217037. That is our featured home. It is 115 South Eucalyptus Drive in Anaheim Hills. If you want more information about that property, give me a call at 800-306-1990. I'll put you in touch with Mike Kelly. He is the listing agent on the property. I just share the information. I have a real estate license. I don't use it. I'm not qualified. Of course, there's a lot of people out there that use it and are not qualified, but that's not the way I roll. But it is $1,950,000. Looks like a great looking property. That's the featured home brought to you by myfavouritelender.net. How to save money when working from home. Your credit matters. As the pandemic has wait a second. I think we already did that story, didn't we? Yeah, we gotta get to the one about our kids. I was interested. I like this one about the kids and not the idea of fraud against kids. That didn't excite me. But why fraudsters want your child's social security number, data breaches and headlines about identity theft might lead you to be extra cautious. There was another data breach, I think yesterday, one of the phone companies, I think. I don't remember which one it was. T-Mobile, yeah. So, and I was just at their arena even. So I don't think that's where it happened. But right now you got to really watch, right? I mean, you're always got to be watching your identity because there's always these fraudsters out there looking. And I'll tell you, I thank goodness I've never had my identity stolen, but I do watch closely. I've got the service. I've told you about it many, many times. myfico.com. Yes, I pay for it. I know it's $49 a month or $59 a month. I have it for my wife and myself. Right? myfico.com. They're the only ones that give you a true FICO score because if you noticed, FICO is in the name. So myfico.com. But I'm going to tell you after I share this information with you, I've got a book for you to give you talking about this as well. Data breaches and headlines about identity theft might lead you to be extra cautious with your private information. However, many parents don't realize how valuable their child's personal identification information can be for identity thieves. Whether you're a new parent, congratulations, or have teenagers in the house, good luck. Keeping their information secure should also be a priority. And as children head back to school, you may want to think twice about what information you're sharing. How does child identity theft occur? A 2018 child identity fraud study by Javelin Strategy and Research found that over 1 million children were the victims of identity fraud in 2017. Most of the victims were 7 years old or younger. I got a grandchild. He certainly fits in the under 7-year-old category. So most of the victims under 7 years old, although older children and teens are also victims. The fraud can happen after a data breach when the thieves either use or sell victims' personal information. The Javelin study found that children are more likely to become victims of identity theft than adults following a data breach. And these breaches can occur at different organizations that commonly have children's data, including schools, doctor's offices, daycare, and summer camps. Why does a doctor's office or a daycare need a child's social security number? I don't know that one. Thieves may also target parents and try to get them to share their children's social security number and other personal information. These attacks could come in a variety of forms. They could be from phishing emails to dumpster diving. As is always the case, be cautious about what you share online and over the phone. Sadly, the fraudster isn't always a stranger. In many cases, the thief may be a parent, family friend, or relative who has access to the child's social security number. Family fraud can be particularly difficult to deal with, as you might not want to press charges against a close friend or family member. If they're stealing something from my child, they're no longer a close friend. That's just the way it is, right? How fraudsters use stolen social security numbers. A minor can't open a loan or credit card on their own, but the lack of information in their credit history could be beneficial to fraudsters. In a sense, they're clean slates. Plus, parents rarely try to check their child's credit, which means the fraud might not be detected right away. A fraudster might be able to use the stolen identity in many of the same ways they can use an adult's stolen information. Getting a bank account, open a credit card or take out a loan, apply for a job, rent an apartment or a home, set up a new utility accounts, request government benefits such as unemployment, schedule medical procedures, file fraudulent tax returns, sell the stolen identity to other fraudsters. Way too many ways out there. Rather than using the child's identity directly, fraudsters often use a stolen social security number to create a synthetic identity. To do this, they combine the real social security number with fake identifiers, such as fake name and date of birth. They can then use the synthetic identity in many of the same ways, but there's even less of a chance that the social security number holder will find out. And in some cases, the same stolen social security number gets used to create dozens of synthetic IDs. In 2020, the Social Security Administration launched an electronic consent-based verification system. The tool allows organizations to quickly check the name and date of birth associated with a social security number. It took them until 2020 to figure out how to do that. Doesn't that baffle you? Federal government, I mean, look at their spending, going to spend $6 trillion is what they're trying to spend in bonus spending. And we're using antiquated systems like this. Unbelievable. It's still being tested and hasn't even been rolled out. How to detect and help to prevent child identity fraud. Parents sometimes learn about the theft when they're denied benefits, but often child identity theft goes undetected until years later when the child tries to apply for their first bank account, student loan, credit card, or auto loan. Knowing that it's a possibility, here are a few things to watch out for. There's suspicious mail in the child's name, such as credit card pre-approval. Optoutprescreen.com. Go to Opt-Out Prescreen. Everybody should do that at least once every 4 years, 3 years. Optoutprescreen.com. Fill in all the information right there. It's a free tool from the bureaus set up by the government or mandated by the government. Put your information in there. You shouldn't be getting any more of those unsolicited letters. You're denied government benefits such as nutrition assistance because someone else is using the social security number to receive benefits. Your child has trouble opening a bank account or getting a driver's license. With these dangers in mind, there are a few steps you can take to help protect your child's identity. While you may want to share big announcements and pictures online, the information such as their birthday could be compromising. Don't share their social security number. Keep private documents secure. Check and freeze their credit. Like that idea. Teach them to protect their information. If you or your child are victims of identity theft or fraud, know that you're not alone. Resolving the issue can be difficult, but you can report the crime and get a recovery plan from the Federal Trade Commission on identitytheft.gov. Identitytheft.gov. In addition, if you're a member of, if you're a member when the fraud occurs, myfico.com. Get that one. And yes, I'm going to give you the free book right now. I'm going to tell you about it right now before we run out of time today. rsridtheftbook.com. rsridtheftbook.com. Or you can text RSR ID Theft Book to 79564. RSR ID Theft Book to 79564. And as always, I ask you, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
Lights go out and I can't be saved.